Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News. And this is no, well, it's not justice for all. Boy, I got that one wrong, huh? Always something here, I tell you. Always something where I have to fix it. Yeah, there we go. Boy, Karen, I was going to do justice for all. I had fun doing that. I could probably do about 10 more stories. But no, this is a weather and lifestyle news show. And Karen's our moderator, and we're very happy to have her and very proud that she's still with us. I haven't run her off yet. Yeah. Karen, boy, what do you think of this stuff that could be hurricanes? Now, I know Pennsylvania's got some really bad weather today. What winds? Real strong winds, hail, and um, thunderstorms, I hear. And then earthquakes, well, there's only like 23, 24 of them, not very many. And then we have a otter that's a bandit. Well, not really a bandit. He's just an escape artist, and he's got the lifeguards and um, ocean patrol and everybody on the run. And it's kind of cute. Maybe he'll keep escaping. So they don't need to catch him. They don't need him. And then they're going to use beavers to help fires and something else. Duct tape. Oh boy, Karen, what would you do with duct tape if you could create something? I know we used a lot of it with the haunted house, all the different colors, and we would use it for to make our cannons look a little more realistic, and uh, spider balls, and to put the legs onto sometimes. Uh, so Karen, they had just to see it finally hit you guys, huh? Was it really bad winds? Because they said it was going to be really windy in Pennsylvania today. Um, and then I didn't get the regular weather because we've got um, some tropical storms that they say could become hurricanes coming up, and we don't have Miss Davis. Sorry, William. We got this new one. I think she's better than Ari anyway. At least her hair's nice. So, um, Susan, did you get the bad weather too today? Um, the storms, the winds. The winds they said were supposed to be really bad, and they said it was supposed to sock it to Washington D.C. They deserve it. Yeah, they're just messing with everybody. And of course, world news and news is up on the next hour if that's what you're kind of looking for. This is the lifestyle stuff. This is a life in general and pets and duct tape. Karen, I'm gonna be stuck on duct tape today. After I seen what they did with it, I was like, I need them for haunted house. I need these two. So no bad weather here. Just hot. Well, then you need the bad weather to cool it off. William, what you guys got fires or something up there? There's something up there in Washington. I can't remember what it was. Hard for me to keep track of like 50 stories today. And um, some of you know, and I've kind of kept it a little secret, but I got the phone call yesterday, or today. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Um, August 3rd. I'm not going to be doing a show. It's a Thursday. Um, I'm going to be going and I got to go out to Valonia and pick up my new baby. It's a puppy. He's 6 weeks old, 7 weeks old this week, they say. They miscalculated and said 7 weeks old. Next week will be 8 weeks old. He's a chocolate and white Australian Shepherd. So of course I'll show him on the show Friday. You betcha. So it's a playmate for my dog. She's driving me nuts. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Um, yeah, another. Well, it's to keep my other puppy uh, from being bored. She's bored, and she's just going, going, going. And today, I thought she got in the sugar bowl or something. She just wouldn't quit. So, all right. So, hello to William. William, boy, I'm ready for tomorrow. And I got, I've been working on a special report for a while. William knew about it. And um, it's huge. I'm gonna have to send William what I got. And it's probably two, three-parter. But you guys got to know this stuff. I'm going to expose the elite. I know I don't do politics on this show, so I'll shut up about that. And we're going to move on to the weather. So here we go with I don't really know. Yeah, the dog's trying to get in. Uh, it doesn't have her name written on here yet.
Two areas of disturbed weather in the Atlantic Basin have us interested this morning. One of them, 95L, the other, a disturbance off the southeast coast of the United States. 95L now should be into the Caribbean as we hit midweek, and there's possibly some slow development there, about a 10% chance through 48 hours and also through 7 days. So it's going to hit wind shear. That's pretty much going to take it out by the middle to the end of the week. The southeastern U.S. disturbance, zero, goose egg through 48 hours as far as development. Now, we could see some slow development over 7 days if it hangs out there that long, but the chances are not good. Only 20% could bring you some squally weather to parts of the east coast of Florida, South Carolina, and into Georgia.
So there you have it. Nothing. It's Florida, the storm killer right now. Hurricanes very low. It's all tropical storms. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. We don't need hurricanes yet. Yet. We still got about another month, and then they'll start up hot and heavy all over again. Okay, so I'm going to move on because I know you guys want to know about the earthquakes. Yeah, of course. Um, very light, 23. I thought it was 25, but it's got it to 23. Now, two hit in Russia, Kursk, Russia, and they were 4.9s and a 5.5, I believe that was. A 5.1 in Indonesia, and then we had one over in Turkey. Here we go with Turkey again, 5.5. Everything is very, to me, it's quiet. We have them spaced out. It's almost like it's working on building something up again. We've had all those big ones, and everything is settling down. But if you look, well, I was going to say Hawaii didn't have one today, and just now, one hit the volcano of Hawaii with a 2.6. Anything over 2.5 will get the lava flowing underground. So all of these have been keeping lava going, and we know there was a volcanic blast there. All right, so I'm gonna. We have this one in the Solomon Islands, 5.0. There's one down in the South Sandwich Islands regions, a 4.8, and then everything else is equally spaced. Again, and when I say that is because normally something will hit in between, or they'll get bigger, and it just goes. If you look at, I know it's real small, but when you look, it's all along the Ring of Fire again. Um, we had on the Attic, Alaska. Then we had it Nikolsky. This is all along the volcanic ridge. And then where the strongest volcanics problems that they've been having, they had a 2.5. So the lava's still moving up there, and there's three of them that are blowing steam and ash. One went and or erupted, and so it's very active up there. And for this to be real quiet up in Alaska, it seems kind of odd. Now, if you guys want more information on earthquakes and you're new to our show, check out Dutch Sense. He's on Twitch and he is on YouTube. So check him out, and he'll go in depth on what all of it means, or where he predicts earthquake will hit next. We did have one up in Oregon, Bandon, Oregon, and then all of these are real close to the San Andreas line. Searles Valley at 2.5, and Mexico, they got a 3.1. You go down into El Salvador. Now, a lot of these Central American volcanoes, they're just as active. So we've got volcanoes, we've got earthquakes, and at least the earthquakes are light. Um, um, oh, yeah, Linda says congrats. Boy, um, if I could possibly, let me see if I could do this without, oops, let me pull that out. Um, Let me see. Um, okay, now I'm going to go ahead. There she is, or he is. That's the baby I'm going to get. I just want to show you guys real quick. And we're going to name him Rocky. So that's him. He's a chocolate and white. All right, so I'm going to move on because Yosemite Tioga interest opened after a long winter clearing. Uh, this even happens in California and the Sierras, and I'm pretty sure the mountains around everybody, or even hills, where you get the landslides and the rocks. But they've been having so many earthquakes. They have at least 100 a day. Um, and so they are cleaning up the smaller pieces that have blocked the roads. So hey, I'm going to go ahead and let this one go.
Pieces, and you can either throw them off by hand or push them off with the loader.
It's halfway through July, and we still got maybe 5 feet or so here.
Did you see they had snow in July, they said? Wow. Now, when I used to hike up in Lake Tahoe, that's in California, we would see snow in June on the grounds in the higher elevations that we were hiking. All right, so now this is the one I really wanted to let you guys see. Now, this was 2 teens make prom dress and tux out of duct tape, and the prize was 10,000 in a scholarship prize money. Now, so they had to make their total outfit and out of duct tape. So I got to let you guys see this. Okay, so this is the girl that won for her dress for the prom. Duct tape. All out of duct tape, folks. Huh. Isn't that something? All right. And then, okay. I maybe ought to go through and show you how she went through and did this. Okay, so this is the sketch she made to start in she said her pattern. Then she started making it. Now here's the gentleman that won. So as you can see, I'm just kind of in awe at this. But they did get $10,000, and many teens around the country spent hours picking out the perfect prom this year. A few teens, however, spent more time making their prom outfits. This one out of duct tape. So, wow. I was wowed by this because, like I said, we do stuff with duct tape for our haunted house that we did for about, oh, I think we did 15 years doing a backyard haunted house. So, wow, this is great. And it was well worth it. And I'm glad they got the 10,000 for a scholarship. Now, if they can keep their grades up, they can get into a college and they've got money for that. All right. So, okay. Washington broke out in Washington state, exploded in the size over the weekend, expanding to the size of nearly 100 square miles. So, William, I was right. There was something up with.
So a fire that started.
Oh boy, it's Ari. Oh dear. All right. I like the other lady and Miss Davis. All right, but he's going to tell you about this Washington fire.
In Washington state on July 21st has grown really quickly, and now it's causing evacuations. The Newell Road fire has now burned over 96 square miles of land south of Yakima, and as of Monday morning, it was 0% contained. Fire officials warned that it's threatening life and property, homes, farm structures, livestock, crops, solar farms, wind farms, and a natural gas pipeline and landfill. Now, windy and dry weather added strength to the fire over the weekend. Firefighters say it's the strongest in the western portion, affecting the Bickleton, Cleveland areas and prompting a level 3 evacuation order there. That's the most serious evacuation category used in the county. A red flag warning is currently in effect, and strong wind will likely stick around through Wednesday, further complicating firefighting efforts.
Boy, that smoke. Wow. So see, William, I told you there was something. I thought it was a flood, though. But no, it was a fire. Okay, a bear wandering in the wood with its cubs may have suddenly felt an itch. To me, I thought it was dancing when I first seen the bear. And, be there at the right time to get your camera out and be able to get these pictures is awesome. More and more, we're finding with our phones that we're getting videos of not just wildlife, but news and funny situations and weird moments, pictures we don't understand, and those we don't want to see. But not this bear. This bear's got something happening here. All right, folks. So I'm going to put it back, and here we go.
Wow, there's an entire show.
I think he's tree dancing. She. So, you know what, folks? She was tree dancing. If that was a stripper pole, she would have been tree dancing. I swear. I don't know. I don't know. But it was an awesome video. And like I said, Karen, don't ruin my tree dancing fun. I think she was a tree dancing myself. So, all right. My screen's acting weird. Boy, they had the people out. I was telling William about this. They got this little thing. It looks like it's not really an antenna. It looks like a big rake. They were going up and down the street, and you know what? They stopped in front of my house. And that was about 1:30 today. And I went, oh no, because William told me what it was. It helps find outages. And they went in my backyard, and boy, they were out there for an hour. And I was sweating it. I was thinking, no, not again, not again. Because my internet's been messing up. You guys have noticed that. And so maybe I've got my internet fixed. All right, no more dancing bear. Okay, scratching bear. Boy, Karen, you ruined my tree dancing fun. But no, the bear was scratching its back. And you don't always get that on camera. And to get it with two cubs, especially. All right, Santa Cruz wildlife officials are on the hunt for the otter outlaw. Yep, this otter outlaw. You know what? he is behaving very badly. Yeah. Um, um, he's not being a very good beaver. Okay, see, so not beaver outlaw, otter. Um, he is he's very aggressive, and he's been attacking people at this swim at this in Santa Cruz. And so they originally wanted to start, trying to catch this guy. Now they've been trying to catch the beaver, this outlaw beaver, since 2020. And so what? There he is. There he is. So they get up there and they're going out on surfboards or boats. And when they get close, he jumps off the board and swims away. They haven't been able to lasso him. They haven't been able to net him, and he just keeps swimming away. And they're finding out he likes the surfboard, and so they thought maybe with the surfboard that they could bring him in. Well, no, no, he 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 jumps off the surfboard as soon as it gets close to uh, the boats. So he has been an outlaw since 2020, and when they can't catch him, so when they give up, then he goes and he chases beachgoers. Oh, bad beaver. Or bad. Well, I just keep home. It's that beaver story I got coming up. Bad otter. Bad otter. So on this day, what do you think? On this day, um, remember when they captured the face on Mars? So on this day, um, Mars, the face of Mars. And then they're all saying, no, it's just a bad formation. Or a bad formation. Now get this, it was back in 1976 that they found this face. It didn't seem like that long ago. But yes, that's when they found it. NASA found it. And they captured the face on Mars photo. Uh, all right, so another wildlife story. Kind of. Now, you remember Steve Irwin's son? Well, his mom and him and his sister have been trying for years to start a wildlife show. They've been doing things for wildlife there in Australia, but he has shocked everyone. His son, Robert Irwin, um, so he ended up being on Sunrise as a guest weatherman, and he thinks this is what he wants to do. So Steve Irwin's son could become a weatherman in Australia. Well, I bet all of us would flock to watch that news if you're a big fan. All right. Now, a rare albino crow was found, and the problem about it, they're not sure if he's blind. The people that found him took him to the wildlife sanctuary and found out that, he's not really, he can't fly. He's having a hard time moving. So they're doing tests to see if he's blind. But this is a rare albino, they say crow. And they basically require an enzyme, they say. And along with being albino, the bird is also considered to be only 1% of the birds fall with this albinism. And so he can't fly. And they definitely think he could be blind. So, and maybe he doesn't fly because he's blind. And they say that that happens with a lot of the albino animals. Either they're deaf or they're blind. Some dogs with blue eyes end up being deaf. So, all right. You guys are going to like it. Karen, get ready to celebrate. Maybe I'll even throw popcorn for this one. Not in being mad, but in celebration. You know how many years that back when we had the war in Vietnam, and Indonesia, and a lot of the men went through there, and then we've seen a lot of tourists going through there. And it's notorious for having dog meat and cat meat trade. Well, they also do bats and other weird bug things, the bugs that you don't want to eat. Well, the bugs they want us to eat, but we don't want to eat. So the notorious meat market in Indonesia is going to end um, selling dog and cat meat in their Indonesian markets. So I wanted to hear the bugs too. They were going to get rid of that, but they didn't. Um, they say that they have been operating under the banner of dog meat free in Indonesia and campaigning to end the trade in live dogs for human consumption, as rabies could spread to humans. And they have been uh, fined many, many times for rabies being in the dog meat, and also of types of feline leukemia in the cats. So no more dog and cat meat in Indonesia. Yes. Yeah. So that's good news. Um, okay, the California beaver. There you go. Aims there. California aims to tap beavers. They were once a nuisance, and they are. I mean, they'll. I've seen many times people have problems with it clogging up creeks and streams, rivers, um, and they have to go out there and they got to tear the dams down and remove the beavers. Well, they found out that there's been a program um, that they are going to use the beavers. Um, Now, this includes Washington State, a pilot beaver relocation program. It marks a new chapter. But what they want to do is now the states and U.S. Department of Agriculture and Game and Fish are deciding to use it when uh, the they have issues with water, or they need to block the water off to be able to use it for forest fires, or even to use them when they need rubbish or foliage or anything that is blocking the streams after a flood. They put these beavers in, and these beavers start cleaning it all up for them. So they're going to put the beavers to work. Um, Great idea. See, that's why I kept doing the otter with the beaver. I love this story here with the beavers. So instead of locking them up and relocating them and having them be a nuisance somewhere else, they're actually finding a place for the nuisance beavers to go to that can either help firefighters or farmers, they say, and even um, for flood victims, to where they can get rubbish and everything out of the way for the rivers and creeks to run right. Uh, so, Hubble space. Following the DART experiment, we shot the missiles up and we hit an asteroid. Well, now we find out that basically they found a swarm of boulders that were potentially shaken off of the asteroid during this experiment. The 37 boulders range from 22 feet across, from 3 feet to 22 feet. So now there's many more. Bad plan, bad experiment, they say. The total mass in detected boulders is about 1% of the mass dimorphos. So yeah, it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing that they did it. Uh, Good try, NASA, to try to break it up. But if they're smaller pieces, I would rather have the smaller pieces hit than one great big one. And that's how NASA is explaining this, to say, oops, we shouldn't have done this. But on the bright side, now we have smaller pieces instead of one big rock. Good going, NASA. All right. Um, um, I'm dengue. I think that's how it's pronounced. William probably knows what this is. Dengue fever cases should reach near record high this year. It's a tropical infectious disease, they say. And the WHO, World Health Organization, says it could reach record highs this year due to, what do they say, global warming. No, I don't think so. The rate, it's climbing. However, travelers who travel to the U.S., who are looking for protection against the tropical infectious disease, they say it spreads by mosquitoes that's coming from South America. Now, not only that, but it's not necessarily, they say a good percentage of it is from the mosquitoes from South America, but it could be the migrants coming into the country that's carrying the disease. And I'm not going to say any more on that. All right, Trader Joe's. How many like Trader Joe's? How about their almond cookies? Nope, recall. Recall on Trader Joe's cookies. Why? Because they got rocks in them. So, oh boy. This is in Monrovia, California. They want to let customer knows that some of the cookies could include unwanted crunch. Okay. They said the almond windmill cookies with dates of 10/19 through how could that be? I think they have the dates. They have the dates wrong. All right, 1/19/23 through 7/21/23. They said all of these cookies have rocks in them. It doesn't matter the lot numbers. It's just that these almond cookies, they say may contain rocks, but there is a big recall on them. Maybe the Flintstones made them. What do you think, Karen? Wilma made those cookies. I mean, it's extra crunch, they say. All right, so now we're getting to the end of this show, and of course, stupid questions. Yeah, these are actual stupid questions that people have asked. As far as stupid questions go, they said these are claimed to be the stupidest, according to lots of jokes site. Why does your gynecologist leave the room when you undress? If a person owns a piece of land, do they own it all the way down to the center of the earth? Why can't a woman put their mascara on with their mouth closed? I never pay attention. Karen, Susan, come on, women. Are you guys that do when you put your mascara on? I haven't paid attention. Why is it called Alcoholic Anonymous when the first thing you do is stand up and say, "Hi, my name is Bob. I'm an alcoholic"? If you mated with, if two dogs mated as a bulldog and a Shih Tzu, would you get bull? I can't say the other word. Good point there. I know Jewel is an Aussie poo. So why not? If you mixed a bulldog with a Shih Tzu, wouldn't you get bull crap? It's the other word though. Why are they called stars why are they called stairs inside and steps outside? Why does mineral water that has trickled through the mountains for centuries have a used by date? What do people in China call their good plates? I wonder if they call them China. Why do you call males ballerinas? Shouldn't it be a bull arena or a rock arena or man arena? I don't know. Can blind people see their dreams? And do they dream? Why is a person who handles money called a broker? If quizzes are quizzical, what are tests? If a man walking in a forest and no woman is there to hear him, is he still wrong? I like that one. Uh, why is it when someone tells you that there's billions of stars in the universe, you believe them? But if they tell you there's wet paint somewhere, you gotta touch it. Did you ever notice that if you blow in a dog's face, it goes mad? Yet when you take them in a car ride, it sticks its head out the window. Yeah. Okay. Um, Funny shirts. Um, Money is always greener in the other guy's wallet. If we quit voting, will they all go away? Too many freaks, not enough circuses. These are shirts, folks. I thought I wanted a career, and it turns out I just wanted a paycheck. I love my cat. My cat does not care. That's a fact. My reality check bounced. My bank account needs a month-to-month resuscitation. Yeah, mine does. Yeah, mine needs to be resuscitated every month, sometimes 3 times a month. On a keyboard of life, always keep one finger on the escape key. Yeah, I don't suffer from stress. I'm a carrier of stress. Yeah, there you go. That being a lot of people I know. I'm not. I don't stress too easy. I kind of laugh it off and come up with something really good. You know, the best thing to do when someone's mad, you go to give them something, and when they reach for it, you pull it back a little bit, and yeah, they either laugh or they get really super pissed. Yeah, errors have been made; others will be blamed. If first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. I started with nothing, and I'm still have the most of it left. These are shirts, folks. I balanced a balanced diet is a cookie in each hand. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a Ellie diet right there. Um, and people know that. People that know me, a cookie in each hand or donut or heck, give me crackers, anything in a package. Little Debbie's, yeah, and I'll eat the whole thing. Stamp out crime. Abolish the IRS. I'm not rude. I'm just insignificant. Um, ASAP means always say a prayer. I bet y'all didn't know that. Huh? Throw that one on your Facebook and Twitter. See how your people respond to it. Ask them, besides, as soon as possible. Um, See if they know what else. Out of my mind, back in 5 minutes. The gene pool could use a little chlorine. I may be fat, but you are ugly, and I can lose weight, but you can't. Well, let's just slap them on the back. Yeah, their faces stick like that forever. Remember, your mom used to tell you that? She says, "You don't look like that. I'll come up, I'll slap you on the back, and they'll stick like that forever." Okay, folks, that's it for the show. And we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So happy Tuesday, folks. Get a kick out of life. Don't stress. Um, and so Wednesday will be the World War III report, but of course I'll be back with more weather and lifestyle news show. I thank you all for watching, and I thank Miss Karen for being my moderator. We don't give her enough credit sometimes, but if I could pat her on the back, I would. Karen, make a face, and I'll pat you on the back. Make sure it's a smile. Okay, folks, be sure to subscribe and like. Uh, Ring my bell, hit that like button, get the likes up. And you know what? Over in YouTube land, start sharing your videos, my videos, uh, and tell people about us. Okay, we will see you all tomorrow. If not, follow me in about 20 minutes for news and world news.